Hello, everybody. It's your boy Lamar here, back at it with part 4. What if Naruto was turned into a female? Anyway, so the entire group were packed to lead to the land of iron. Now they all left the village gates, and they will be close to the border, where they are approached by 4 missing ninjas. Now, you may ask who or what group of missing ninjas are this? Well, there is 1 A rank and 4 S ranks from Iwa. Now Kakashi goes fucking 3 S ranks? The hell? And Kakashi, this is where Naruto goes, I can think on 2 of them myself. And Kakashi goes, no, you can't, Naruto. You may be strong, but you're... Naruto looking at Kakashi goes, don't finish that sentence. And basically, she will release some of her chakra, and Kakashi goes, damn, she's on fucking par with the fucking five-tail beast, which is chakra alone, because he can sense chakra. Wait a minute, she's still hiding some of it. This is where she would basically, and by the way, she would just gather chakra for her jutsu. She would then use a fire-style, great fireball technique, and fucking Sasuke looks at this like, holy shit, and they all feel the flame. And by the way, her flames had turned white. Fucking Kakashi's like, damn, the hell? And basically Kakashi's just thinking like he's just wild, like, damn, the fuck did she get into? And Sasuke's like, oh yeah, nope, she's mine. She has a chill property. She can use, she's a master in the fire jutsu. And just everybody just looking at Naruto like, this is where Kakashi goes, I don't even want to know. Cause that fireball, it took out of course, the A rank missing ninja, due to him not being fast enough and ready to dodge an attack from someone of her stature. Hell, he didn't think even a guinea can produce a fireball that big. This is where 2 of the S rank criminals would charge at Naruto. Naruto would take out her sword and a kunai and would parry. And she would put them both on wind chakra. Now, she will be taking them both on. This is one of them will say, Earth Style, Earth Dragon. And the other one will say, Earth Style, Earth Wall. And to just trap her in Naruto, she will see them coming. This is where she would then say, hold on, what was strong against what? I'm gonna say she's gonna say Wind Style, Wind Dragon. She's gonna make a huge Wind Dragon that would charge at the Earth Dragon and destroy it and kill the other S rank. She would then look at Kakashi and goes, do you want that one? And Kakashi will point to he would say, I'll take on that one right there, the one that's not fighting so far. Naruto will nod, and Kakashi would dash off. This is where Kurenai and Asuma would then says, Naruto, stay back for a little bit, protect the guineas just in case. And basically, they would dash off towards the other ones, and basically, Asuma and Kurenai would start to get pushed back. This is where Naruto would send in a few kunais and shuriken with lightning chakra on them, and it would stab the S rank, but what it would do is that it would basically hit them in their pressure, like in their arms, knees, and shoulder, and so basically they're kind of rendered useless with the lightning chakra going through them. This is where Asuma would cut off the person's head, and Kakashi, he would have just hit the other guy with the Raikiri, delivering a final blow. Now, Kakashi then goes, so Naruto, when did you get this strong? And this is where Naruto goes, you know that time barrier I told you I put up? This is where Kakashi goes, yes, what about it? This is where she says, well, that time barrier for me, 5 years, was only a second for you. And Kakashi goes, what? She says, yeah, 5 years was a second for you. And Kakashi's like, the hell? And he says, can you use that with all of us so that way we can train y'all for 5 years and it'd be only a second? And this is what she was saying. Kakashi goes, I mean, you wouldn't really have to train me. And I have a few. And yeah, sure, I don't mind using it. But I'm going to mainly use it to just chill and lay down. I'm going to train a little bit, but not a lot. Mainly in Full Jutsu. I have a few side projects I want to work on. But I'm going to be writing down just notes and stuff that I need to do. And Kakashi will nod his head and goes, I understand. She would then say, unless you want to teach me some earth style juices. And Kakashi goes, you don't have the earth chakra nature though. This is where she then says, give me another chakra paper. Now, when Kakashi gives her the chakra paper, he will see that she has every elemental affinity. And this is where Kakashi goes, how in the hell? And I also sense that you have at least around a 5-tail beach worth of chakra or higher that you're hiding. So how much chakra do you really have? She then says, 9 tails. And Kakashi looks at her like, huh? He would go, I could have sworn when we came back from the village, you had about 3 tails worth. How in the fuck do you have 9 tails worth? And she then says, training, a lot of training, Kakashi. Kakashi's just like, you know what? I give up. I'm not even going to try to understand you anymore. You're too confusing. I can't. And Naruto goes, it's very reasonable. Now, she'll put up this barrier. Now, while this barrier is up, she will then summon a few kitsunes. Now, those kitsunes will basically go around, and since time stops around everywhere, she'll have them basically sneak into every. She'll have them sneak into mainly Iowa and Kiri. I mean, not Iowa and Kiri, but Iowa and Kumo. And basically, this is where she'll tell them just to take any ninjutsu scrolls they have. They will do exactly that. Now, when they come back, they gave her every ninjutsu and scroll they have. And this is where she says, thank you. And she will see that it's even the forbidden scrolls. Now, Kakashi and all those, like they'd be like, Naruto, where'd you get those scrolls from? And it was just a whole bunch of them. And, like, due to the fox, due to her, like, having the fox take them so that way she can learn them. This is where she would then say, well, she then says, well, as you see, as you can see, I might have, just maybe, have told my foxes to go and take to go into the other villages to take the scrolls. And Kakashi goes, Naruto. You want to do that at the other 2 villages? And she then looks at Kakashi and goes, no, not really. The only reason I did with Iowa and Kumo is because I know they're the main reason why Kiri joined to destroy the Hidden Whirlpool Village, and I just wanted to get all their techniques and stuff. And Kakashi then goes, okay. He will basically have his shadow clones to train Sakura and Sasuke, and he will basically sit with Naruto in between his legs. Naruto, at first, she'll be very tense by this, and this is where Kakashi says, just chill. We're just gonna read the scrolls together. And Naruto, she'll nod and lean back into Kakashi as they start to read the scrolls on a bunch of lightning jutsus, as Naruto has her clones working on it, as Kakashi is using his Sharingan to learn them very quickly. This is where Kakashi will say, well, he'll go, well, Naruto, what else do you want to learn? This is where Naruto looks at him and goes, I don't really know. I kind of want to learn blacksmith and stuff, but I know you can't really teach me due to you not being a blacksmith. I would ask someone in our village, but I don't really trust them that much to teach me well. So when I get to the land of iron, that's what I'm going to be learning. So be prepared to have a few days of staying in the iron country. She will not. This is where Kakashi nod his head and understanding, and basically he'll go back to make more clones for Sakura and them, and even have the clones practicing all the jutsu he read. Now, due to Naruto able to remember things thanks to authentic memory, she'll remember all of the jutsus and basically have her clones work on them and perfect them. She also has a few of her clones perfecting the jutsu she has now with one hand sign. Now, Kakashi, he'll come back and says, Naruto, did you take a 10 with you? She would nod her head, yes, and this is where Kakashi goes, okay. He would then go back to the others, as Naruto has also been designated in cooking, due to, like, out of all of them there, they all found out that Naruto's the best cooker, and she basically made all their food all the time. So that went on for the year for them inside the time barrier. As when it dropped, this is where also she has those other scrolls sealed in to a big scroll of hers that's on her back. No, she has that big scroll sealed inside of her arm. This is where Sasuke goes up to Naruto and goes, hey, Naruto. He will look at Sasuke and goes, yeah, Sasuke. He would just say, can I get a fire jutsu, please? She will look at him and go, sure. She'll basically takes out a fire jutsu, and it'll be fire style fire dragon. Sasuke would nod and says, thank you, and give her like a tiny smile, and she will give him back a smile and go back to sit next to back to walking, as she also took out another book on Genjutsu. Kurenai would then say, so Naruto, what is your have you completed one of your Genjutsu? Here's when Naruto then goes, somewhat. She then says demon are demonic illusions, twilight wolves. And basically you just see a pack of werewolves charging at you, and like what you feel in there is somewhat the damage you feel also in the real world. So before the wolves can strike Kurenai, she dropped the Genjutsu. This is what Kurenai says, why did you drop the Genjutsu? This is what she says, whatever you feel in that Genjutsu, you will feel in the real world. Here's my notes on that. And Kurenai, she will read them, she go, holy shit. Naruto, you just made a break in the art of Genjutsu. This is where she goes, kind of glad I did. I kind of want to be the best ninja, like best Kunoichi in every field, which is going to include Genjutsu. So don't be surprised if I start taking over your field. And she smiled at Kurenai, and then like just basically in a Thompson way. Kurenai, she will smile back and then like a challenging way and goes, bet you're on. And Kurenai and Naruto are now becoming more than students and teachers, but friends. And so basically, Naruto, she would then they will basically have to set up shop for the night. This is where they'll be also very close. Now all of the teams, all the rookie 9 are now at least either high Jonin to either mid Jonin, no low Jonin to high Jonin. Mm-hmm. It just depends on how strong you are. And Hinata has improved the most, and she's actually at high Jonin. Sasuke is at high Jonin, and Shino and Shikamaru are also at high Jonin. The rest are mid Jonin to low Jonin. Sakura and Ino are the low Jonins. Now, Naruto, she didn't says to Kakashi, she didn't says Kakashi. Kakashi looks at Naruto, and she goes, why did you ask me earlier if I had my own tent? Well, he said, well, if you didn't have a tent, I was going to offer to share with you. But since you already have one, it doesn't really matter, does it now? This is where she then said, if you just wanted to share with me, you could have just asked Sensei. And she gives him like a small smile and walks away. This is where Kiba says, I want to share. This is where Naruto goes, I'm sorry, Kiba. No. The only reason why I let my sensei sleep there is because he was a student to my father. And also he knew my mother, which is the only reason why I was going to let him stay in my tent. And this is where Sasuke goes, what about me? I'm your teammate. This is where she goes, no. And Sakura says, can I? This is where Naruto goes, yeah, you can. Same with Ino and Nada and Kurenai. But the rest of you boys, nope. And basically, they'll all yearn for sleep. This is where Sasuke, he also make his way into Naruto's tent. And he will shake Naruto lightly. Naruto wakes up and goes, what is this, Sasuke? Sasuke would say, I'm having a hard time sleeping. Can I stay with you? And Naruto, she goes, sure. And basically, she's also in a big t-shirt only. And Sasuke, he'll get down low with Naruto. Naruto, she will basically just snuggle into his warm embrace due to Sasuke, wrapping his arms around her. She yeeked at this at first, but she just let it happen as she starts to feel very warm with Sasuke. Sasuke, he's smiling slightly as he goes to sleep. Now, when the next morning comes, Sasuke and Naruto is still asleep, but their legs are now tangled in Naruto has her face in Sasuke's neck. While Sasuke has his arm around Naruto, one hand up, one hand inside her panties and the other one high on her back. And when they woke up, due to Kakashi would go cough, he go, and I mean not cough, but clear his throat and goes, you two should not sleep like that. This is what scared Naruto. Naruto would quickly take out a kunai from her wrist and throw it at Kakashi. Kakashi would dodge and goes, and Naruto sees Kakashi. Then she'll see like how close her and Sasuke was and how like it looked. This is where she will kind of blush. She would then say Sasuke out. Sasuke will quickly get out, and Kakashi then goes, we'll be leaving in a little bit. Get dressed and get ready. And he'll get up, he will turn and start walking to Sasuke's tent, where he'll basically go inside Sasuke's tent, and he goes, listen, Sasuke, I'm going to tell you this now. You hurt her, I kill you. You do anything to her, I'll cut off what makes you a man. Trust me, you do not want me to do that, Sasuke. I'm not playing with you. And after Sasuke sees this and Kakashi licking his blood loss, which doesn't really compare to Naruto, so he's still fighting, but not as much as if it was like Naruto's blood loss. And so yeah. This is when basically Naruto, she'll come out in her normal attire, same with Sasuke and everybody else would. And this is when Kiba was saying, why do I smell foxes? And this is when, of course, some of Naruto's fox will come back around, and Naruto will give them like basically rub behind their ears, and the other foxes, they will purr into it, and she'll have two of them on her shoulders. They will lay their head down. They will basically like wrap around her neck. As the foxes are also brothers and sisters, and she will scratch them both behind the ears some more. This is where Kiba says, so you're very good with foxes. She then says, yes, foxes are my favorite animals, if you didn't know that. And everybody there, like the senses, both they all tense up, not knowing what she means by that. And basically, Kurina would say, Naruto, what other Genjutsu ideas do you have? Since I know that you have one. This is what she says, I have quite a few, but those are for me to know. I don't want all of my techniques to get out. And basically, Kakashi would not explain with others. This is where, that's until basically it will make it to the land of iron. Now, when they get there, of course, they have to give all their weapons and everything away. But what none of the other samurais knew is that they actually gave them not all their weapons, but just a few. And the rest was sealed on their persons, thanks to Naruto. Now, Naruto, she would ask Kakashi for She would say, Kakashi Sensei. Kakashi would look at Naruto and goes, yeah, well, I'm going to go talk to Midfield for a little bit. I just want to ask him a few questions if he allows me an audience. After hearing this, Kakashi says, okay, I'll be your protector. I'll be your bodyguard. This is where Sasuke then says, I will as well. And Naruto look at Sasuke at the corner of her eyes and look back at the guard in front of her. She then says, can you take me to Mifune? After hearing this, the guard would nod his head and says, sure thing, follow me. And basically, they would go there and she would ask for an audience with Mifune. Mifune would agree. This is where Shio then says, so, Mifune, Sama, I was just wondering, basically, how is it actually, how is it to actually have a country full of only samurais, where also y'all don't slaughter innocents or children. Y'all do everything in order. And if you answer her truthfully, he will say, it's actually very great. That way we don't have to worry about having little babies and kids just because of a family being slaughtered. And also the part with the no shinobis. I mean, we have samurais, but again, we do everything in honor. We don't do something to make someone else suffer or to get back at someone off a petty grudge. At least that's what we don't do as a samurai. We mainly do it to protect those we care about. This is where Naruto then nods her head and says, also, do you mind if I ask a blacksmith to teach me how to be a blacksmith? I just need to learn a few things and then I will be on my way. With also some chocolate metal. If you want, I can pay for any chocolate metal that you hold if you're selling it here or if I need to go to a blacksmith. He would then say, I hold chocolate metal here. And she would then says, oh, I see. How many do you have? This is where basically he'll take her to the vault, the village vault of chocolate metal. She would then say, I need about 400 pieces. How much would that be? He would say that would be about... and by the way, she turned in the bounties to the other missing S-rank ninjas due to Kurenai also giving it to her and Kakashi also giving it to her. And also about the little A rank that was burnt. Yeah, she took his weapon, which was a weapon from Iowa, a very strong one, which signifies that he was also killed by her. So she has about 200 billion yen. So yeah, I'm gonna make her reach off of those bounties. Now Mifune, he will say that's about 100,000 Ryu. Why? And she would say, okay, she will pay for it. Mifune was astonished. And by the way, instead of 100 pieces, I'm gonna say she needed about 1,000, which is how much that's gonna cost her. And basically, she would take it and she would say, thank you, Mifune-sama. It's a pleasure doing business with you. And you can expect me to come back here anytime I need any chocolate metal. And he would say, no problem. And also, she will basically learn how to be a blacksmith, how to make weapons of any type, gauntlets of any type, and also the gloves on the fingers, the little metal plates. She will basically leave with her team behind her, and with the ninjas behind her, and they will basically go back to the land of fire. But instead of her walking, she took a piggyback ride from Kakashi and Sasuke, as they didn't, Sasuke, he didn't really care. Kakashi didn't either. And the main reason why they both didn't care is because they got to feel her breasts on their back of their necks, as Kurenai then says, Naruto, you do know both of them tend to be a pervert due to him giggling with a nosebleed, and you already know how your sensei is. She then says, yes, they might be pervert, but they are also my sensei and teammates. So I expect them to not be doing anything or thinking anything wrong while they're doing this. Otherwise, they're gonna have a lot of pain. And she says that as she takes out a sword, and her hair starts to go split into 9 pieces. And with her blood loss, they're both straighten up very quickly. Now, as they enter back into the village, this is where Naruto says, well, I'm going to get into building the rest of my house how I want it to be built. So she'll basically get a lot of more supplies for the other parts of her house. And by the way, she has like I'm going to say she has about 7 acres of land. So yeah. And she'll make a dojo, a blacksmith room for her, a weapons room, a library, and and just like places for her guests or visitors to stay in, with the dining hall as well for her visiting guests. And basically, she'll have all of them with seals in it. And with those chocolate metals pieces she has, she also made it where in those seals, there's also these like metal devices of like big metal foxes that guards every place. Now when the Hokage comes, he see all of this building and stuff. He didn't go, Naruto? Naruto look at her and go, oh, hello, Gigi. Do you like how my buildings look? And by the way, she uses bricks, and she makes it like a very I will show you a design of how I want stuff to look. So she will be taking a step into the future. She's also doing more technology. And she then says, hey, Gigi, I want another mission request. And she looks at hers and goes, and what is that? I want you to let me go to the village. I want you to have me go to the village with the most technology to learn how the technologies are worked. But not only that, I want you to also let me get some so I can understand it. And I want to make my own stuff. Person then goes, why is that? She then says, well, I want my clan to work in technology in any other fields, but I want them to be all branch. I don't want someone in my clan to be stuck on one thing like most clans are. I want them to be able to do anything they want, from civilian work all the way up to like technology, fun jutsu, taijutsu, all types of things, whatever they want to master or do in their lifetime. And this is where Hiruzen then says, okay. And he then summons all the Jonin senseis with their teams. And this is what Hiruzen says, y'all all have a joint mission. Make sure y'all back before 2 months. But y'all all going to the land of snow. While y'all there, I want y'all to protect Naruto here. She's going to be getting information on the technology of the land of snow and learning how to build and make stuff. Due to the snow having the best technology and coding stuff there is. And basically the Jonas Sensu will not hide until everybody go pack for a 2-month trip. And her reason says, make sure y'all back before the tuna exams. Don't worry, your teams are automatically going in. After hearing that, they will not. This is where Kakashi asks, he will leave to go to Naruto's compound after telling him to come. He would then say, how come you didn't just send your fox to get the information? She then says, well, I will still need to be teach how to use it, wouldn't I? And when Kakashi goes, true. And basically, she will have went to the land of snow. She was basically get all the information she needed from the factories and all that stuff. And also that a tyrant is running the land of snow. And, she then says, I will pay, she didn't later on assassinate Dodo, and basically it was told around the land, like the villages, that Dodo was assassinated with his men. And this is where Princess Karahuki, or whatever her name is, will come back. And then this is where Naruto, she'll see her and give her a little necklace and be like, I believe this belongs to your father. This is what she'll smile and say, so you were the one that assassinated him. She then says yes. But guys, I'll be ending this off here. If you like, please leave a like, leave a comment. I think I'm going to stop right here with the series for now. For today, I'll be posted for my other videos I plan on dropping.